Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well and getting ready for the holiday season. Friends, I did 2 videos and I shared those with you where I went to 2 different locations and everything's 75% off. Yes, so what I'm gonna share with you, these are my clearance haul I got from those 2 locations. And friends, I am so excited. It was so hard to pass up these deals, right? 75% off. Yes, so let me get set up and let's get into the video. Alrighty, I have my chair and let's get the video started. It's such a beautiful day. I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. The air is clean. It's very windy, so hopefully my audio is good. Anyway, so let's get into the video and let me share with you what I got. Friends, look at these. Oh my goodness, I purchased lilies. I know. Yes, and look how they look, right? And you can still see some spent blooms happening over here. Anyways, so these are the tiny Hero Asiatic Lily, $14.98, and they bloom spring and summer, and they will get 18 to 24 inches tall and 12 to 18 inches wide, non-hardy in zones 1 to 2. Okay, so friends, with these lilies, I'm gonna plant them now after I finish record this, because as I said to you, the temperatures have been really nice here. I'm still waiting for the first frost to hit because I still have my tropical plants I need to cut down and take in, but with the elephant air and the canna, you have to wait until the frost hits them, right? But anyways, so friends, we had a drought I think for 2 months. Yes, so we got some rain yesterday and I'm telling you, these plants are so happy and the ground seems much better than it did, right? Look at the grass. This the season, right? But I'm so happy we got some rain so that way I could dig some holes to plant these lilies. And with these lilies, friends, I'm gonna plant them as is. I'm not gonna cut them down because the foliage is still green, right? So I have to make sure the bulb, the sun send the energy through the foliage that goes back to the bulb, all the good stuff. So I'm gonna come in and just cut these like this, cut them off, and then I'm gonna plant them. So friends, guess how much this was? Okay, so 75% off for all these lilies. Let's see what else I got here. So this one is so pretty. I love such this vibrant color in the garden. So I got 2 of those. They're the same, 3 of those. And this is one of my favorite lilies, the Tiny Ghost Asiatic Lily. This one may bloom in summer, and it gets 12 to 16 inches tall and 12 to 14 inches wide, non-hardy in zones 1 to 2. Not sure if you saw my video when I share with you my lily tour in the garden. So friends, so with these, everybody here, every plant in this video, they're all 75% off. But here's a surprise. So when I went to this Lowe's location, I thought they'd be like $4, 75% off, $15, right? And then the cashier took an extra 75% off, right? And I have other plants which I'll show you in 1 second where he didn't do that. So I said to him, everything is an extra on top, the 75% off. He said just the ones with the red mark. So everything is 75% off. However, if it has the red mark, it's an extra 75% off on top of that. I'm like, okay. But strangely, it was just at this other Lowe's location. So I know you guys sometimes tell me you can't find these good deals at your location, but just remember, prices, stock, everything is different according to where you are, right? And I only paid $2, friends. $2 I saw these rung up as $2 for this batch of lily. I think we have 6 plants in this. $2. Come on, how could I resist that, right? And this probably would have been, I don't know, maybe $1, I think, because this one was $8.98. So these are the lilies, and yes, I'm gonna find a spot in the garden to put them. And then at that other location, friends, I got these Hosta. Yes, you guys know I have my woodland lane with my hostas. I love my hostas. However, these ones were unique. These ones were different. I only have one of this over there, and I was so happy when I saw it. I got another one. So this one is a frozen margarita hosta, $12.98, 75% off again. And this will get 16 to 18 inches tall and 18 inches wide. And you know how much you plant hosta for the foliage, right? So these will go in the shade garden. And friends, with these, I can leave them in the container as is and put them over in the woodlands area, and I will have no issue with them returning, and I'll tell you why. Follow me over here. Do you see this hosta here? I've had this hosta in this container for maybe 4 years, right? I do nothing to it. I leave it right here in this container, nursery container, and I leave it here, friends. And I will come in here maybe spring or even now and just take off all these dead foliage, right? And guess what? It comes back up on its own. I do nothing to it. I don't protect it. It just sits here in the garden. So that's why I'm saying with these ones, I don't have to worry about planting them now. The foliage will just turn when the first frost hits, and then the plant will do what it needs to do. These plants are resilient. If you're looking for a shade plant for next season, Hosta, strongly recommend them. And they're nice when you get them in different patterns. Do you see that? We have 3 different type here, and then once again you plant them for the foliage. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so here's another one. This one is a forbidden fruit Hosta. And I'm going to try to keep the tag with these because I have a ton of hosta, and most of the time I don't even know what is what because they all resemble each other, right? And this will get 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. Yes, you can see there's a difference between the margarita and the forbidden fruit. Do you see that? Beautiful, right? And then moving on over here, they had just 2 of these, and I like these. I just like the variegation in them. It's just so pretty. And these are the Patriot Hosta. I think this one is the same too. Yep, Patriot Hosta. And these will get 23 inches tall and 50 inches wide. Oh my goodness, but look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't pass these up. So remember I was referencing to you about the extra 75% off. These were 75% off, but they want an extra on top of that 75% off because he said they don't have the red mark. Once again, keep in mind, different lows, they have different promotion, different prices, different discounts, so keep that in mind. But friends, here's a trick to this. Just do not go just to the lows you have that you normally go to, right? Call another Lowe's in your area and say, hey, do you have the plants on sale? How much are they? And before you go, so that way you don't have to waste your gas driving there, because we all know gas is expensive, right? So do that and see how lucky you get. That's what I do here. So this batch of plants here, these are from a Lowe's, I would say 25 minutes from my house, and then the other batch is like 5 minutes from my house. So I have a Lowe's in my backyard, so to speak, and then I have one I have to drive 20 to 25 minutes, right? And there's a third one I have in mind that's like maybe 35 minutes a different way. But I said to myself, you know what, I'm done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. I'm done looking, because it's so hard to resist these. But who knows? Who am I fooling here, right? Anyway, friends, here's a special one here. This one is from also this flat. Okay, so here is this. I was in shock. Guess what? So I went there and I saw this and I'm like, oh, this plant looks familiar. And yes, you guys know I've done a lot of clearance plant video, and it's so strange. I've never seen this at that garden center, that location. I'm like, oh, it's so weird. It's almost like something they just take these plants out of the nursery somewhere and they bring them to the garden centers. It's the weirdest thing ever. But anyway, here is this. This is what I call faith. Talking about plants, right? Guess what? I saw this plant 3 different places. First, I saw it at a private nursery and I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this. Then I saw it at a different Lowe's in the summer and it was on clearance, and I'm like, do I need it? And I'm like, I love it, but I'm like, where am I gonna put it? Because it's gonna get really tall. It's a tree actually, right? And then when I saw it yesterday, friends, we're in November, I'm like, you know what, this is it. It's meant to be the 3rd time. And I said to myself, the time which will be the 3rd time I'm gonna get it. So I did. Look what it is. It is a Royal Pablo smoke tree from Monrovia, friends. And my hesitation the 1st and 2nd time, I'm like, I have to find a perfect spot to put it, because this is why it gets tall. It's a tree, right? Anyway, so I was so excited when I saw this. I'm like, this was meant to be. So it says dramatic, long-lasting, pinkish purple, smoke-like airy seed cluster backed by reddish purple foliage create a prized small tree or large accent shrub. Foliage holds its color all summer, then turns scarlet red in autumn, and it prefers full sun, and it's hardy from zones 4 through 8. And it says it reaches 15 feet tall to 10 to 12 feet wide. Yes, friends. So with this, as you can see, the foliage is falling off. That's what this type is. And then in spring, the foliage will just reappear. Yes. So friends, this is my smoke tree, royal purple. And I think I fell in love with the blooms. Just look at those blooms. So if you Google this online and you put it in, you will see a better picture of what the blooms on it will look like. Absolutely gorgeous. And even here you could see some like a beautiful purple foliage going on there. Look at the edge of these leaves. Do you see how pretty that is? It's just absolutely gorgeous. And it looks like it's dying back. It's not dead, it's just dormant. You know how different plants go dormant, right? So I have it in here. So I'm not gonna plant it yet. Can I dig the hole today? I think I'll be able to dig a few holes because, as I said, we got rain last night after 2 months of having a drought. But I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it, so I'm not gonna plant it. What I'm gonna do, as you see I did here and other shrubs, I am gonna stick it in here. This is a terracotta pot that stays outside. And then I have the plastic I've been telling you about that you get from Lowe's to put in your trunk so you don't mess up your seed. I'm gonna protect it around here. Just stuff it like around here. Then I'm gonna put it in, I think I have a spot over here, I'll show you. Then I'm gonna put it here towards, closer to the house here, somewhere here, right where I have this pot turned upside down. I'm gonna just rest it there so that way it doesn't get all the harsh elements of the winter. And I think it'd be fine if I just have it exposed here, but because it's not in the ground itself, I just want to make sure I protect it, right? And it says it's hardy from zones 4 through 8. I'm in zone 6B 7A, so I think it'd be fine, but I just want to give it some extra protection over the winter season, right? And it is so true, and I see why our zones here in PA was changed from 6 to 7. Friends, the winters are getting much milder. They're not as brutally cold as they are. Okay, we're in mid-November and I'm still waiting for the first frost to come, and it's still, the temperatures are just amazing, right? Look at my impatient over here, just still going strong. Just look at that, right? And then I even have the salvia I was telling you guys about. Look at the salvia over here, friends. Still blooming, just still blooming non-stop. Amazing. And then look at the cornflowers. So that's why for me it's evidential that our winters are becoming milder than normal, right? But anyways, I digress, yes I always do. But this entire batch here, friends, this is from One Lowe's, 25 minutes or so from my house. Okay, 75% off, and I explained to you the red mark. Super excited about this. Okay, and then let's go over here now. It's all about evergreen. It's all about winter interest in your garden, right? It's all about shrubs on this side. Oh my goodness, friends, I did it. Okay, 75% off. I'm telling you, it was so hard. So all these shrubs, I think I have 10 shrubs here. My bill was $60 and change. Yes, for all these. Just amazing, just amazing. I'm not gonna plant them now, but they're evergreen. They're just gonna stay somewhere here in the garden until spring. Then I'll decide where I want. Then I'll decide where I want to put them in the garden. But I couldn't pass this up. Anyway, so we have the green velvet boxwood. Great for foundational hedge. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? And these are all evergreen, as I said before, so they will stay green in the garden. And these will get 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, and they're non-hardy in zones 1 to 3. Look how lush and healthy these look, right, friends? And I did this last year too. I got a ton of boxwoods, and I got maybe 3 nandinas, and I did the same thing with them. I just put them closer towards the side of the house and they were perfectly fine. So let's see what I have it. So we have this one is the green velvet. Let's see how many of that I got. All right, so there's that one. Oops. And here we have another one, so that's 2 of them there. And then here we have a green gem boxwood. As you know, friends, there's different type of boxwoods, right? And I just love that ball. I just love that elegant look. And these are gonna get 2 feet tall and wide, non-hardy in zones 1 to 3. So these are on the smaller end. So when I picked them up, I prefer the smaller ones, but the bigger ones, I'm gonna find somewhere to create something beautiful with them, right? You can't go wrong with boxwood, you just can't. So let's see, I think I got 3 of these. So that's 1, 2. There's another one here. And I'm so happy it rained, friends. The soil is so moist and saturated because I'm telling you, it was so dry. And then let's see what this one is. This one is a green velvet. So I got 3 green velvet boxwood. And then I got 3 green gem boxwood. Oh, look at the ball, friends, just love it. And then, oh, somebody's over here. And then this guy is a green gem also. It's a dwarf evergreen shrub with glossy green foliage, grows in a distinct globular form, very hardy, protect from drying winds. Blooms in spring, grow 2 feet tall and wide. Absolutely gorgeous. I got 4 of these and 3 of the other ones, and I found 3 of my newfound love. I not keep telling you about these guys. I fell in love with them. Yep. And I got 3 more of the arborvitae Mr. Bowling Ball. Just look at that. And these love full sun. They get 2 feet tall and wide, hardy from zones 3 to 8, low maintenance, naturally round, and they are evergreen, as you can see. So I got 3 of these, friends. So I got 10 evergreen shrubs here total. Oh my goodness, just look at that. Here's the other one down there. All right, friends, just look at it. It's all about texture, right? A lot of texture in your garden. And as I said to you before, these are perfectly fine as is in the containers. And then when spring comes, then I'll decide where in the garden I'm going to put them. At this point, I'm done with really planting stuff. But these lilies, I'm going to get these in the ground. I'm so happy it rained, so that way I could dig the hole. But these definitely I'll be putting in the ground. I could probably overwinter them in the container, but I don't want to go through that. I'm trying to make it easier. I have a ton of bulbs in my unheated garage for spring. I'm like, no, they're gonna go in the ground somewhere. I'm gonna find a spot to put these lilies, friends, believe it or not. And then my beautiful smoke bush will plant this in spring also. I have to decide where I'm gonna put this. It's gonna get 15 feet tall. What was I thinking? But guess what? No regrets, right? And the hostas are just gonna stay out. But friends, my point in this video to you guys is check out different locations, see what you can find, because as I separated these 2 hauls and I share with you, they're from 2 different loads. Call ahead, just call ahead, call for the garden center, say, hey, do you have the shrubs on sale or clearance before you drive there, right? It can't harm. And then if you really want the shrubs and you're saving that much money, why not go and get them, right? Anyway, friends, I hope you guys are doing well. And I know the holidays are around the corner. There's Christmas stuff everywhere. It's almost like they're forgetting about Thanksgiving. But I hope you guys are doing well and you still enjoying the fall season and getting your garden prepared for the winter season. Yes. So I hope you guys are doing well again. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here with me for 2024 and also next year for 2025. All right, friends, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know if you find any good deals at your garden centers. All right, take care of yourselves now. Cheers.